Good evening, my friends. It is Tuesday evening, but by the time you listen to this, it's going to be Wednesday morning. I nearly got the days wrong. Right, so today, very, very important news has come out. UK Storage Company Ltd has been sold. They have been sold. Now, the reason I'm doing a separate podcast on this is because UK Storage is the reason I went manless. Now, somebody told me about this company 3 years ago. And when I heard about this company, I did a massive deep dive. And do you know what? If I have more time, then what I'll do is I'll go into a company accounts, I'll go on company's house and I'll have a look at everything that's available there, the profit, the turnover, and whatever information they have submitted. But I am fascinated by this company. I don't know if it was the first, but there was one of the first to go manless. And don't get me wrong, they've got 28 facilities, and according to the reports, they've got 40 staff. So yes, they're manless, but they've still got one staff person per facility. And by the way, there's going to be an FD, financial director. There's going to be so many people because this is a major company. And so there's going to be more than one in the office, in the internal back office. And so they won't be all looking after sites. Now, these guys are run superbly. As soon as I heard about them, I literally went. If you go onto ukstoragecompany.co.uk, you can find them here. And I must have been to 4 or 5 sites, maybe even more, and been a customer. Why? Because I wanted to understand how these operated and how it was a manless site, how that they could compete with other people. And I think their operations are incredible. They've got their own software, their own back office to, like, I use Storge and Cards on the Table. We've been trying to develop our own software for years and years and years, and it's just not easy. And not software to compete with Storage, Space Manager, or anything like that, just to make sure people can do a sign-up process on our website. It is very, very tough. And we modeled their whole software. Not copied. No. We modeled their infrastructure, if you like, and theirs is pretty good. It really is. And they've got some great locations, but their back office is what I was really, really impressed with, because you can book online. You don't have to speak to anybody. However, there's a live chat online. There's a reserve now. There's get a price. You can do everything online. And what surprised me when I went up to some of these facilities is I normally like 2 forms of security, bare minimum. So that one form of security is a gate. The second form of security is the double doors, the doors when you come in. However, when I went to one of their sites, they just had one security. They had no gates because there was no compound. It was an industrial estate. It was a trade estate, is it called? A trade counter? Yeah, trade counter estate. And people could just walk up to it. And I thought that was a security breach. But no. These wasn't interested. These wasn't bothered. And by the way, there's never, from what I can see, they've got 94% on average 5-star reviews. So everything is wonderful. What else did I want to mention? When I was doing a deep dive into these maybe a year and a half ago, they wasn't SSA approved. Now, from what I can see on the website, they're still not SSA approved. And that makes it a little bit easier because I can't remember the ins and outs of it. But when we were signing up, because obviously I was a customer, when we were signing up, it was very easy to do so. It took less than 60 seconds. And the reason it was easy to do so is because I don't think they required, I could be wrong. Don't quote me on this, but I don't think that they required any ID or very, very little ID. It was below what the SSA recommend we have anyway. But that's not a smear against them whatsoever. I thought it was a wonderful system. And their sites are all great locations. There's a mixture of inside self-storage and outdoor self-storage. And one of my big takeaways when I was going finding these sites is most of them, I mean, there is a lead one that's it's a good location. It's an okay location. I would probably, out of 5, I probably rate it 3. But most of the locations I've been across are a 4 or a 5. All very, very good locations on high traffic roads. And the sites, they're unbelievably clean. That is another takeaway. When I was walking around the site, because obviously I didn't just go to my room, I walked around the whole site and it was always clean. And so I have got a little bit of inside information, and I know that that is one of the aspects that they wanted to make sure they was on point, and they employ cleaners, sometimes 3 times a week, sometimes twice a week. And again, this is secondhand information, so it could be wrong. But from what I've been told, and I can see by the cleanliness of the sites, that they focus on that and make sure it's clean. So they have cleaners who go around the full site twice a week or 3 times a week. Again, like I say, it could be wrong, but it looks like they're on top of it all. Right, let's have a look at some information, because if you head on over to mrselfstorage.co.uk, or no, mrselfstorage.com, then you can sign up, and I've put a link in the newsletter so everyone can see it. So here we go. The information here is originally focused in the Southwest. The UK Storage Company is a portfolio of 28 well-invested sites comprising both leasehold and freehold properties. That's interesting, because I never ever knew if it was leasehold or freehold. Anyway, that consists of 11,000 storage units. 11,000 storage units. That is mental. Absolutely mental. That translates, listen to this, to about 900,000 square foot in built rentable space. Oh, incredible. Founded in 2005. So they've only been going 18 years. And I just, as you can tell, I'm in love with their business model. I'm in love. I have tried to get Keith and it's Keith and Kathy Taylor who started this, and I have tried to get them on the podcast. I have tried to talk to them privately as well, and completely respect and understand they wasn't interested in talking to me. They don't want to be known in the industry. From what I can hear, I asked a third party member to introduce me, and they just didn't want to participate in any publicity, which I kind of like, because it makes me, when they don't want to talk to me, I kind of want to talk to them more. And yeah, 3 years ago, I asked for an introduction and they just weren't interested. And I respect that. I think it's fantastic. And so, yeah, it goes on to saying who's acquired them, etc. But it is wonderful news for Keith and Kathy Taylor. And it warms my heart, because it shows you that if you can do a good job, From what I could see, their Leeds store was nowhere near full. Again, this was 2 years ago. It was it COVID, or was it in between COVID? Anyway, I don't know. But it was almost like that there was just going for expansion rather than occupancy. And expansion, and by the way, this isn't from a third party or anything like that. This is from what I could see from looking around their facility, because they don't have no key technology. They have padlocks on. So what did I do? Yes, this is how sad I am. There was nobody there, obviously, because it's a manless facility. So I went round and counted every single padlock. I've got it written down somewhere. Every single padlock and every single door. And the occupancy was 40 to 50%. It was very, very low. And there was still expansion to have as well. And they have features. The Leeds site, I remember, has a feature wall when you come in. It also was the first place that's done trolley parking really, really well. And this just underlines that you can go into another self-storage and you can take notes, you can learn, and you can model, not copy, model what they've done. And you can take it from there. You can take it from all different areas. But the main thing is go out there and have a look at other self-storage operations. And a lot of people ask me advice on the manless side of it, how Clough Road has done, and how we are coping with the manless side of it, the pros, the cons, etc. And every single time I point them to the OGs of manless facilities, internal manless facilities in the UK, I would suggest, I don't know this, but I would suggest that they've modeled companies from America, because it looks from the outside looking in that these guys have modeled from America. And obviously America are 10, 15 years ahead of us. And when they opened in 2005, I think they modeled what they saw in America and brought it back to the UK. And I always point everybody to UK Storage, because I love their business model and they do it right as well. They're very spotless. Every location is spotless, nice, clean, tidy, welcoming as well. As soon as you open a door, it's welcoming. I'm a massive fan, and I like good businesses having a strong exit. I mean, there's no numbers come out yet. I've scoured the internet, and I've got researchers, obviously with the newsletter, researchers helping me, working with me, and sending me anything that's on Google regards self-storage. And as of yet, I can't find anything else regarding this. But in the next coming days, I'm sure there'll be absolutely shit ton of information that people are sharing and writing and content, and I cannot wait to devour it. I've even had people who were not interested in self-storage at all, but business people, very, very successful business people, send me information, send this article to me because they find it fascinating. And yep, this is just proof what can happen if you spot an opening, you go for it, and I don't know, you just go for it. I think it's exciting, and I hope. Do I want to sell? Yeah, I think I probably do. One day, hopefully somebody will be doing a deep dive on me and my numbers. But you know, I'll tell everybody anyway. So yeah, hopefully 10 years time, this will be me. 28 locations. I've got 4, soon to be 5 this week. I'll tell you about that later. And can I get 28 in 10 years? Fuck. I don't know. I'm going to have to, if that is possible, I need to do more outdoor. And I don't really want to take outside capital. I've already turned down 2 people for outside capital. And I just don't think, not because the deals, one deal was good, really, really good. And the other deal, I don't think was right. I just don't think it's right for me anyway. I don't know how these guys, I'm sure I've been told before, but I can't be sure. I don't know how these guys have done so well and expanded. Have they took outside capital? I don't know. I'm not confident in saying yes or no, but the fact they're saying Keith and Kathy Taylor in the article, here's what Keith and Kathy Taylor say. We are delighted to have found a perfect match to drive the growth of the company we founded in 2005. After a rigorous sales process, we have no doubt that Capital will continue to develop the country as the UK's largest independent self-storage provider, and we look forward to following its progress. So they clearly have nothing to do with it because they've stated here, we look forward to following its progress. Love it. I love it. They've exited. That's it. I would love to know more. Keith and Kathy Taylor, if this ever gets back to you, I would love either on record or off record chat with you because you guys are proper my heroes. I love it. I absolutely, as you can tell, I'm so excited by this, and I think it's very, very well deserved and an awesome exit. Whatever the figure was, I can only imagine because you've got freehold and you've got leasehold as well. You've got a system that works. You've proven your structure, your system over 28 sites. So it's massively valuable, massively. I daren't even guesstimate what it's going to be. Anyway, I look forward to reading more about this in the coming weeks. And I've interrupted my gym workout to talk to you about this, so I'm going to get back to the gym. Well, when I say gym, I'm doing a dumbbell workout today in my man cave. All right, my friends, I love you. I appreciate you. And I'll see you Friday when normal podcast will resume. All right. Well done, UK Storage Company. Delighted for you. See you soon.